welcome back to Click Swipe Play, Softonic's weekly video game show where we bring you 3 reviews in under 3 minutes. And this week they will be Lara Croft GO on iOS and Android, Mad Max on PC, and of course Metal Gear Solid The Phantom Pain, also on PC. We'll also bring you some news of the new releases, so let's get to it. So let's get to these 3 reviews, and remember I'm going to try and do each of them in under 45 seconds, if I'm lucky. First we're going to go with Lara Croft GO. Now as the name suggests, this is Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider franchise, but unlike the Tomb Raider games, this is actually part of Square Enix's Go series of mobile focused games. Now the Go actually comes from the Chinese game Go, in that you move the pieces as you would in a board game. That means that this is a turn-based game all set along a grid, so you'll move Lara one space and then other things in the world will happen for their turn. Enemies might change you, like the snakes that can see you and grab you from one square away. This leaves you to avoid them by judging their pattern and planning your strategies accordingly. With bosses, levers, puzzles and enemies all to best, this is great for on-the-go gaming. Second up this week we have Mad Max, and this is a big release in the sense that it comes out hand in hand with the DVD and Blu-ray launch of the movie. However, it feels like a bad week to be releasing an open world game because it will have to go up against Metal Gear Solid The Phantom Pain. And spoilers for the next part of this, that's fantastic. Thing is, Mad Max has you tearing around an open desert as you mod and upgrade your car and your character. Problem is, deserts are quite empty, and when there are things in it, they all feel a bit contrived, especially as you spend most of your time looking at your map, finding different things to collect, which just involves you grinding to a halt, hopping out your car, picking them up, maybe hitting a few people, getting back in and tearing off. Repeat. Fun, but ultimately not that rewarding. Finally this week, and I've spoilt this a bit already, is Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, and this is terrific. It brings an end to the Metal Gear Solid franchise, and any that Konami do release from now on will probably be considered non-canonical by fans because Kojima has left the building. This is the first time the franchise has moved into the open world, which means when you control Big Boss or Snake or whatever you choose to call him, you can tackle all of the problems however you want. You can go in stealthily, you can go in guns a-blazing, you can snipe, or you can just Fulton people out of there, which just means you lift them into the air like a balloon! It's a lot of fun, and the way that it respects your intelligence and how it lets you tackle the problems make this an absolute must. Okay, now next week I'm not actually here, so instead we're going to do a preview show. Make sure you tune in for that, but what it means is we're going to be covering 2 weeks worth of new releases right now. Not that there are actually that many. First up we have Pro Evolution Soccer 2016 coming to PC, but we really don't know if that's going to be any better than FIFA. Certainly worth a try, and also worth trying the demo of FIFA that will release next week. That might start to give us some idea of which one we're going to be siding with in the great big soccer debate. That's it for the big PC releases in the next 2 weeks, but we do have Dear God coming to Android and iOS, which is kind of a spiritual little arcadey indie platformer. A lot of fun, it's already out on PC and worth a look if you have either of those devices. Having mentioned FIFA's demo, it's only right that we also mention EA's other big holiday game, which is Star Wars Battlefront, and the beta for that will be coming out this October, so keep an eye out for that one too. That's it for this week. Be sure to tune in for our preview show next week, and I'll be back with the standard 3 review format in 2 weeks' time. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that, and let us know if there's anything else you'd like us to be covering in the show. See you then!